Welcome back to the Crown Victoria Police Interceptor project. So today I'm under the hood and I'm planning on replacing the Idler Pulley like this. Idler Pulley. I've been having trouble saying that word all day. Idler Pulley is what's squealing in the drive along videos. Well, at least I think it's what's squealing, and it's kind of cheap to replace. It was 15 bucks for the pulley, and so yeah, that's what we're going to try to replace today. And I've got the equipment here to see if we can break it loose, and yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing here in a minute. All right, yeah. Okay, so here we are, and we're back, and the idler pulley that we're replacing is this guy right here. And it's a little warm because I've been riding in the car, and so I'm hoping that we won't have to do too much to break this bolt loose. It's a 13mm bolt, and I guess I should have started with that on top. There we go. So all I wanted to do was primarily get that to be free, and then I've got to put a 0.5mm or 1/4mm socket on the tensioner pulley. It's got to be a 1/4. All right, stand by. We'll be back. Okay, so we're back at the car, and I've got my one ratchet that I need to use to move the tensioner pulley out of the way, and I'm also got some box tubing that I'm going to help with length and leverage to move that idler pulley instead of wearing myself out so hard. So I also donned a glove to get that idler pulley off because it's hot. I've been running the car pretty much an hour or so to get here to my buddy's house, and he's got more tools than I do at his house and a bigger garage and whatnot. Anyway, back to the original story. So the idler pulley and the bolt is hot, and I don't want to touch it. So here comes the fun part of making sure that the ratchet goes in that little hole right there. It's not going to lock in, but it'll sit there. Can you see that pretty good? See? And then we're going to put that box tubing right over the ratchet in the corner, and we're going to move the belt tensioner out of the way. Use a gloved hand to unscrew the idler pulley bolt. There we go. And this idler pulley should slide right off, just like that. We're going to get that out of the way. Make sure my belt doesn't go too far out of range. Take the new idler pulley, slide that on there, and hand tighten. Come on, there we go. Okay, now we're making progress. Now before we let go of the tension, we're going to make sure that the line, the serpentine, didn't come off any of the other pulleys, and it looks like to be fine to me. Then we're going to slowly let off that tension, and then we're going to use the same ratchet that we had. We can take that ratchet out of there, and we're going to put this on the bolt. Oh, ow! That's hot. So then we're going to tighten down this idler pulley. Okay. Now, we get to go start the car and see if that's what the squeal was coming from. So as you can hear, the engine is running, and if you remember correctly, every time I gave it gas in the old video, you used to hear this and now we give it. There is still just the slightest bit of a squeal deep down in there somewhere that still could be the tensioner pulley, but for the most part, the loud squeal that would never stop is pretty much gone. I mean, you'd hear it at idle too. So, sounds good to me. How about you? Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. So I hope you can hear the engine, because if you're listening, you don't hear anything squealing. And I'll give it a little gas here in a second so you can hear it for sure. But one thing also that I fixed that I meant to mention today was I got the air conditioner working, and all it needed was a little Freon. I didn't record that because I didn't know if it was going to work or not, and I didn't want it to be a huge fail. So two things we got fixed today. We got the squeal. Thank God that squeal was annoying. And two, air condition again. Thank God, because it is hot right where we are right now, and riding around with windows only sucks. So yes, got air conditioning working, got that squeal gone. Now, I've noticed since we just took off from replacing the idler pulley that instead of squealing, I've got this weird like shook, 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 shook noise. And so I'm gonna have to look into that. I hope that I didn't like cross thread, or the belt's not sitting on there 100% correctly. So we'll look into that soon. But yeah, at least the squeal is gone. And I haven't 100% floored it yet, but we've got where, I mean, right now, when I was hitting the gas like this, it would have been squealing its butt off. So it's not squealing, but I've got a little shh noise going on. So, I mean, it was just a little Duralast AutoZone special, you know, idler pulley. Maybe the bearing isn't great in that already, which would suck, but it is what it is. It's got a lifetime warranty on it, so if it goes bad, it goes bad. I'll slap another one on there just as easy as I did the first one. But yeah, so no more squeal, air condition, nice. Yeah, so loving life in my new car.